Namaskar, hello. Welcome to another lecture for the series English for Professional and Personal Development. I'm Dr. Neha Purohit and I'm going to take you to another journey for better communication skills. Today, we are going to discuss on a very significant aspect called writing skills. A lot of us have a misconception. हम में से बहुत सारे लोगों को ये confusion होता है कि writing मतलब sitting at the desk and writing. Well, the process of writing does not start when we sit down to write. Writing again is also a very complex process जिसकी बहुत तैयारी चाहिए, इसमें बहुत knowledge चाहिए, and that is why we all need to aim for being better writers. Let's start our lecture. How many kinds of writers are there? पता करिए आप इनमें से किस कैटेगरी में आते हैं। सबसे पहला जो राइटर है दैट इज अ फंक्शनल राइटर। एक फंक्शनल राइटर का मतलब है अ राइटर हु परफॉर्म्स हिज और हर डेली रूटीन फॉर राइटिंग. It may be a student, it may be a clerk, it may be a person who works in the office. So, here we are not looking at extensive vocabulary, impressive style of writing, it's doing the routine work. And that is why this writing style is of a very basic level. आपका जितना काम है आपको वो खत्म करना है and that is why this is called functional writing. से आगे बढ़ें तो हमारे सामने आता है टेक्निकल राइटर. A technical writer is the person who does all the levels of writing at the workplace. That means preparing reports, preparing documents, facts, figures, जितनी भी तरह की technicalities उस writing में आनी चाहिए, ये technical writer आपको वो provide कर रहा है. However, this technical writer is different from the technical writing as at a corporate place, at a professional place. That means there is another kind of technical writer who has technical knowledge and the person writes about that technical knowledge. This technical writer is different from that technical writer. So for example, if I am an expert in writing blogs and I am writing about the technicalities of how to write blogs, I am a technical writer of the second category because यहाँ पे मैं अपनी technical skills आपको सिखा रही हूँ. How to record a video. अगर मुझे इस पे कुछ डॉक्यूमेंट प्रिपेयर करना है तो दिस इज नॉट माई रूटीन वर्क. यहाँ पे मैं अपनी टेक्निकल स्किल्स आपको सिखाऊंगी एंड दैट इज वाई आई बिकम अ डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ टेक्निकल राइटर अदर देन दिस वन. एंड फाइनली वी हैव द कल्चरल राइटर, वी हैव द क्रिएटिव राइटर. ये राइटर अपने मन की खुशी के लिए लिखते हैं. These are the writers who write different poems, narratives, stories. They feel satisfied. There's some kind of creative input that comes from within. They are not bound with rules and regulations as compared to the technical writer. And I'm sure a lot of you come into this category. आप में से कितने लोग हैं जो कुछ कविताएं लिखते होंगे, एसेज लिखते होंगे, कुछ भी सुंदर अच्छा सा मन को अच्छे लगने वाली चीज लिखते होंगे. So you come into the stream of cultural writers, and we all need cultural writers like these. Like reading, this entire writing process also has stages. What other various stages? Just like reading, we also have pre-writing, writing and post-writing. So how does it begin? Look at the diagram here. You have the process here. Your pre-writing starts. How does pre-writing start? Pre-writing का मतलब है that I should prepare my ideas in my mind. ऐसे बहुत सारे तरीके हैं जिनके थ्रू आप अपनी pre-writing को भी improve कर सकते हैं. But writing does not mean immediately sitting down. जैसे ही मैंने आपको कुछ ऐसे लिखने को कहा और आप लिखने बैठ गए, इसका मतलब ये है कि आपने प्री राइटिंग में कुछ भी टाइम नहीं दिया. एंड प्री राइटिंग is a preparation for ages. Do not think कि आप 1 या 2 दिन की प्री राइटिंग से लिख सकते हैं. Pre writing involves preparation for a lot of time. We then come to drafting, banana, giving a structure to your writing. We have revision. आपने जो लिखा है आपको उसको बार बार पढ़ना पड़ेगा, उसको बार बार रिवाइज करना पड़ेगा, उसमें एडिटिंग करनी पड़ेगी, करेक्शंस करने पड़ेंगे, एंड फाइनली your piece of writing is ready to be released. So if you are able to release after this much of effort, believe me, the process is going in the right direction. Now there are certain methods. जैसा मैंने आपको बताया, प्री राइटिंग अपने आप में एक स्किल है और इस प्री राइटिंग को इम्प्रूव करने के बहुत सारे तरीके हैं. Here I am going to discuss a few innovative methods. For example, imagine that the topic is like a cube. आपको जो भी टॉपिक लिखने को मिला है, it's like a cube. It has different 6 sides and you have to explore these different sides. अगर आप अपने एक टॉपिक को क्यूब की तरह मान के चलें तो आपको उसको 6 different angles provide करना है. What is that first angle that we are providing? Describe. How will you describe this particular topic? So, if the topic is going for a picnic, how would you describe this experience? Second thing is compare. So, you are comparing this experience to other experiences like going for a movie, chit-chatting with friends, visiting relatives. So, we are talking about enjoyment and we are comparing the various aspects of enjoyment where going for a picnic is in question. The third is association, associating your topic with another topic. This will again add to comparisons. This will give different angles to your story. Then we come to analyzing. Whatever parts I have added, I need to analyze those parts. And if the analysis goes right, it's going to be a lot better. Then apply your topic. Apply your topic here means what can you do with it? What is the intended audience? What is the intended reader here? Who is going to read? How can you provide information to that? So apply your topic to various things. Why is it useful for people to read this particular text? And argue for and against. So it's very true that in your piece of writing, you might be arguing for certain points in favor or against certain things. So this kind of argument will give a complete structure. I will not say that the strategy will work everywhere, but in most of the cases. अगर ये strategy काम नहीं कर रही है, तो एक और strategy है, which we call the interview method. What happens in an interview? The interview wants to have all the information from the candidate, starting with his or her name, the background he or she comes from, the knowledge he or she has, knowledge in the extracurricular activities, academic activities, then experience, the awards and honors, hobbies. That means the interviewer does not leave any stone unturned. The interview does not spare you from knowing from you about all the angles in your life. The same thing should be there. Let's look at various questions. What is your full name? So what is this topic all about? How does the dictionary or encyclopedia define you? That means if you have a topic where you're describing something, where you are informing about certain things, you can always define with the help of the dictionary definition or the encyclopedic definition. What is the past, present and future? So you're talking about a place. So does this place have a history? You're talking about a thing. Was it useful in terms of history? Is it useful in the future? You can always trace the past, the present and the future. Then you can talk about purpose. What is the purpose of the thing that you're talking, of the thing that you're writing in your book? Similarities and dissimilarities. What are they similar to and what are they different from? This will create an argument. This will create an analysis. Then, should I know any facts and statistics? So a lot of time we talk about the picnic I went to, and I particularly chose about a particular historical place. So there must have been certain facts and statistics. We have to look for it. Then, is there someone I should talk to about you? Why should I talk about you? That is the reason. Why should I write about you? That is the reason I'm here. Are there any famous saying on quotes? Yes, it is a very good idea to include certain quotes and sayings in your piece of writing. It does add beauty. It does help us add certain decoration. Have there been any stories? Have there been any anecdotes? So, there are several things that you will be able to add in your particular writing. And when you have done everything, ask yourself the last question: should I do more research about you? Is there any aspect that has been left untouched? Is there any aspect that I should focus more again? So you need to ask all these questions. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, इसके अलावा एक और बहुत अच्छा मेथड है विच इज़ कॉल्ड माइंड मैपिंग. दिस इज़ अ प्रोवन skill, this is a proven strategy that people have been following. What happens here? यहाँ पे हम लोग एक टॉपिक को बीच में रखते हैं and we make certain bubbles. So you see, there is how will I open, part 1, part 2, closing, part 3, part 4. So I have first made topic at the center and then I have created several bubbles around it. So this is all pre-writing. This is helping me create a structure about my writing. When I have decided that this will be my opening, what will be the parts of my opening? What are the things that I am going to write? छोटा छोटा scribble कर दीजिए, छोटा मोटा ideas इसमें add कर दीजिए, and this is how very soon you will see कि आपने सारे bubbles fill कर दिए हैं. And it will help you understand that these are the angles that I have provided to my text. These are the various dimensions that I have added to my target writing. So this mind mapping is also a very useful method for people who want to be good writers. It does help. Whether it is your exam or you're writing for the purpose of pleasure, this technique will definitely work. Create a story, have this activity from my side, start writing a story, give various characters, उन characters की life में क्या हो रहा है, वो क्या कर रहे हैं, ये सारी चीज़ें इस छोटे से method की help से आप बहुत आराम से कर पाएंगे. So, after our pre-writing, it's time to write the first draft. Now, we have to sit down and start writing. Pre-writing का मतलब है I have created the material for me. I have generated all the ideas. I have gathered all the information and I am ready for finally giving shape. What is the first thing that we need to keep in mind? Build the paragraphs of your paper out of your outline. ये जो 3 methods हमने पहले discuss किए हैं, इनकी मदद से अब आपको एक outline अपने text को देनी है. Look at your thesis statement and goal for the essay. आप ये essay क्यों लिख रहे हैं? आप ये piece of writing क्यों generate करना चाहते हैं? ये goal आपके सामने बहुत clear होना चाहिए. Am I writing for my exam? Am I writing to entertain others? Or I am just writing to release my creative side? ये सारी चीज़ें आपके सामने clear होनी चाहिए. Do not become too focused on any one aspect. Focus on the goal of writing and focus on all the aspects of writing. आपको सारे goals को, सारे parts को equal effort देना है. For example, I have seen that a lot of students focus on giving a very fine introduction. They focus on giving a fine body part, but they completely focus on the conclusion. So this makes the writing incomplete. We have to give equal importance to all the parts. Then keep moving. If you get stuck at one place, generate more ideas, refer to your notes, think again and again, push yourself, and you will see that very soon your writing is taking a shape. वेलकम टू योर फीडबैक. अपनी लिखी हुई चीज़ ज़रूर लोगों को दिखाइए, बिकॉज डिफरेंट माइंड्स हैव डिफरेंट आइडियाज़. हो सकता है आपने कोई एक एस्पेक्ट छोड़ दिया हो सकता है कोई ऐसी चीज़ मिस हो रही हो. So if you get feedback from others, it will definitely help you perform better. And take breaks. It is very important that we take breaks. You must have seen that creative writers who write lengthy novels, they don't give writing in just one sitting. Sometimes it takes years to produce a piece of writing. So this break is important. Avoid distractions. These distractions can come in the form of mobile phones, even relatives and friends. When you are writing, focus on writing, because as I told you, writing comes as a productive skill. Just as speaking is a productive skill, writing is also a productive skill. So we have to give adequate time. जब हम लिखते हैं तो दो चीज़ें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है, इंट्रोडक्शन एंड कंक्लूजन. इंट्रोडक्शन इज योर फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन. जितना सुंदर इंट्रोडक्शन होगा वो रीडर उतना ही आपकी पीस ऑफ राइटिंग की तरफ आकर्षित होगा. द रीडर विल बी कंपेल्ड टू रीड. सो इट इज योर फर्स्ट impression and make it beautiful. So, but introduction should also tell us why should we read. What is it that you are going to offer to your readers? उसके बाद बात आती है conclusion की. Conclusion. See, I am not talking about body parts because body में तो सारी details वैसे आनी है. The major areas where people falter is writing the introduction and writing the conclusion. बहुत सारे students कई बार ये कहते हैं कि हम लिखते लिखता इतना लिख गए कि हमारे पास conclusion लिखने का time ही नहीं रहा. And that is why it is very important that we divide the entire thing into equal time frames. So if I have to give 10 minutes to my introduction, please spare another 10 minutes for your conclusion also. What does conclusion do? Conclusion actually reminds the readers of your arguments. It is not a repetition. A conclusion is not a repetition. It's only a reminder of what we have done, what we have written, what we have given, and we are also leaving them to think about. So, with conclusion, your journey ends, but their journey begins. So your readers are offered a piece of writing. Conclusion again should be that compelling that the readers are forced to think about your piece of writing again and again. So with this, we have come to an end to writing skills. Hope you become better writers. Thank you so much.